Welcome to the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. Hope everybody's having a great Friday wherever you guys are at. Those coming on in, y'all know the routine. Those new in here, let me learn you real quick. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Some news broke within the last hour. This was from Paul Gutierrez, writer for ESPN and covers the Raiders. The Raiders are back to 4 quarterbacks. We did have 5 a couple of days ago with the new signing of Nathan Peter Goat. We have waived quarterback Anthony Brown Jr. This was reported by the Raiders on their Twitter account about an hour ago. So kind of writing is pretty much on the wall this coming weekend. We know the implications as it pertains to this QB battle between Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, but the small little showcase of Anthony Brown Jr. the other day was not very promising. 1 for 3, 24 yards, sacked 3 times, 19-yard loss with a QB rating of 63.2. That's not going to earn you a spot. Definitely not on this roster either. Wish him the best in his future endeavors. It is what it is at this point in time. Tomorrow night, 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific time. We will be live play-by-play, preseason week 2, Raiders at home facing the Cowboys. Looking forward to it. Again, the starting position for the starting role for the quarterback position is on the line between Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell come tomorrow night. We did see the report come out on Sunday, not too long after Antonio Pierce's press conference, the day after the loss to the Minnesota Vikings, that a starting QB would be announced after this game. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen directly right after the game, but within the coming days after this upcoming matchup, there will be finally a named starter for the Las Vegas Raiders going into the start of the 2024 regular season. Let me get this back up and running for you guys. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody. Let's do a quick roll call while we're in here. Big Mo, salute. Ty, what's good, my guy? Space Beast, Ben Bad. Walt, you can see in OTAs, Carter Bradley had a better arm than Brown. There you go. And look, we had the chat highlight back because we're not using OBS at the moment. But yes, we have the chat back. Thank God. V, what's good? Andrade, I'm sorry. What's up? Pablo, Hammer Time. Appreciate you, brother. Raiders. Appreciate you, my guy. One Nation, salute. Alex Alvarez, salute. And you guys see it in the top left corner. 15 away. 15 away from 9K. We are on a bunch of other platforms right now. You guys want to be part of this conversation today? Come on over to YouTube, Raider Nation News Today. Hit that subscribe button. It does not cost you a thing. But let's get this to 9K by the end of this live, or we get it during the live tomorrow night when we bring to you guys live play-by-play of the Cowboys and our Raiders. Who drew up that Jamaican flag? I love it. Appreciate you. Hicks, what's good? Nico, what's good? Shad, what up? 07, what's good, bro? Yoshi, what up? Robert Hicks, what up? There's a lot of you guys flooding on in. I see it. We have 80 in the chat right now from what I'm seeing. I don't think that's all on YouTube. Let's run it up because this one stream deck has been acting twitchy and it is what it is, but I don't care. There's other news to talk about around the league as it happened today. Josh Allen and other Bill starters will play Saturday's preseason game against the Steelers. That was what Sean McDermott said. He's planning for them to get around 1.25 this coming weekend. The Carolina Panthers have signed guard Ike Bodeger. They've cut linebacker Jackson Mitchell. Evan McPherson has agreed to a 3-year, $16.5 million deal with the Cincinnati Bungles. Let's see. What else are we missing right here? Jacksonville Jaguars signed Joe Gaziano. They've cut defensive end Rasheem Green. You heard me talk about it before. The Raiders have cut Anthony Brown Jr. after a poor performance against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, speaking of them, we talked about the injuries over the last few days. One, JJ McCarthy, he has officially been placed on injured reserve as he is going to have surgery for that torn meniscus in his knee. They have signed quarterback Matt Corral. Ultimately, I think that week one for them, they will be starting quarterback Sam Darnold. For the Saints, some injuries to report. Wide receiver A.T. Perry, the ankle, he returned to practice in a limited capacity. Receiver Rashid Shaheed did not practice because of toe or foot injury. That's what Dennis Allen told his reporters. And rookie left tackle Talise Fuaga, a tackle that a lot of you guys wanted, back tightness. He remained out Friday, but Dennis Allen said he should be ready by week one. We shall see. Another signing, a familiar face for us, but he's not a Raider anymore. Fullback Jakob Johnson, the German import, has signed and reunited with Carmen Brasillo and the New York Football Giants earlier today. Nothing on the front right now of the Brandon Ayuk issue. I don't want to say it's controversy. It's really not. John Lynch is saying that he is a priority, that they want to find a way to sign him. Steelers are still interested very much. And from what I heard a couple of days ago, if it was a trade, it would be some draft picks and would also include tight end Pat Freiermuth to be going to Santa Clara to join the San Francisco 49ers. But I have not heard anything else on that front at this point in time. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Just subscribe, Raiders, baby. Appreciate you. 14 to go, y'all. 14 to go. And make sure to hit that like button. Y'all know what it is. That thumb, that cute little thing. We break those in here. Hit that like button. Let's run it up, y'all. Let's see if I'm missing anything. And, of course, my phone goes crazy. Sorry for the dead air. You know I hate doing that, and I normally have not done that in a very, very long time, so I apologize for that. Rob, what's good? I want to see if I'm missing anybody, seeing if any of my mods are in here, and I don't see any of them at the moment, which is kind of strange. Where are my mods? Where is Mother Mod? Where is Papa Mod? Like, what are we doing today, guys? Come on in. I know this is last minute, but when I saw the alert earlier about Anthony Brown, I'm like, let's talk about this. And again, this has some huge implications tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing, one, how long is the first team offense going to be out there? Obviously, it would be best to give these quarterbacks both a fair shake with the starting offense. So I want to know how long those quarterbacks will be out on the field. How long will the starting O be out there on the field in this game tomorrow? We heard Devontae Adams and what he said, how he hasn't played a preseason game in 8 years. The lie detector determined that was a lie. There were 3 years he played in a preseason game, including last year under Josh McDaniels. Just because it's a play or two, a series, it still counts for something. You're still getting a rep, and the reps matter. So we will see. I see Big Bro's in the building. What's good, bro? Are you free right now? No Diddy. But give me a thumbs up if you're free right now. We can try to continue this. Yeah, let me know. But yeah, I want to see these guys get the fair shake. I know I've said this over and over and over again for the last few months. Like, this is the one position that concerned me the most. I know people were talking a whole bunch of shit last week. Oh, Tyree's a bust. That. It's preseason, guys. Get over it. Get over it. It is the preseason. We don't need to be doing that right now. How long was Brown been with the team? Not long enough, Ty, but he's gone now. Didn't he just sign this? He signed this offseason. So, again, the performance wasn't that great, but also that offensive line didn't help very much either. Andres Pete supposedly supposed to protect his blind side, and that shit didn't work out. Got you, bro. And yep, you guys see it right there. I'm looking back and forth between the chat on my main screen and the chat up there. But yes, we will be live with the preseason matchup, Cowboys and Raiders. 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific time will be the start time. We'll talk a little bit. We'll go do the scores around the league for preseason week 2, and then we're going to get right into it. But obviously, if you guys have questions in the chat, feel free to ask. I want to answer your questions as much as possible tonight. We're going to hang out for a little bit. We've already been on, I don't even know how long. Oh, wait, it's right there. I'm bugging because I'm doing something entirely different just to make sure everything is good for tomorrow. But we've been on for 16 minutes. Shout out to the 119, whatever platform you're on. But again, come on over YouTube, Raider Nation News Today. Hit that subscribe button. Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. That one. 14 away from 9K. Let's run this up, y'all. So he literally just got on the team and he didn't even make it to the practice squad. That shit happens, right? I think it might be good. We'll see in regards to Peterman and how Peterman performs. He'll probably get the whole third quarter, maybe. Again, he's only been here a few days, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. But realistically, he could potentially be the third quarterback, the emergency backup quarterback. So we should see. Demote said AOC MVP incoming or AOC MVP incoming. I can't with y'all, man. I fucking can't. We're going to take this as it goes. But again, I'm intrigued to see how this works out. And again, I really would love to see the offense out there for a little bit longer than they were in the last game, just to see what each quarterback can do with this first team offense, but we will see as it goes. So moving on, there's some news that broke yesterday, and I'm not sure if anybody talked about it. I wasn't on, and I hadn't watched anything else, but there's a report out there out of training camp that there was a fight yesterday, right? They haven't had any big scuffles until yesterday. Robert Spillane, an undrafted free agent, Will Putnam, got into it a few times during the practice session yesterday. But business really picked up when Max Crosby got involved and threw a couple of punches. The DJ at the time, and I still can't get over this, the DJ started playing the Rocky theme and then switched it over to We Are Family. I give him props for that. That was pretty thinking right on your toes. Like, that shit is funny. But look, this is what happens. This is what happens during training camp. This has happened with me as a coach, coaching high school football. This has happened with me as a player playing high school football and even playing semi-pro football. I've gotten in the fights with teammates. I played semi-pro football a couple of years ago, and the one team I was playing for, they wanted to utilize me as a running back at the time. Now, this was years ago when I was 215, 220. I'm 240 now. Don't judge me. But this is one thing that anybody should know that plays football, especially when it comes to practice. I had a couple of carries, and the linebacker was going for my knees. Why would you go for your teammates' knees? One time, yeah, I'll let it slide. Second time, no. And coach gave us 30 seconds to go at it. Like, that's one thing you don't mess around with, though, especially when it comes to playing running back. I also heard he played Let It Go from Frozen. He did. And shout out to the two-time champ in the building. Shout out to Desert Raider, the two-time Pigskin Pick'em champ, which is actually something else that I wanted to talk about. Ask your guys' interest and input on this. So for those that watched last year's live stream of the Chargers and Raiders game, the blowout game, we had a partner in Locker Bet where we played a very fun game for the first half, and pretty much had you entered, I believe it was a free entry, but you had the opportunity to win about $500, up to $500, if I remember correctly. So you would predict what you think is going to happen on a drive. If you get it right, you get points, all that fun stuff, and the points go up as well by how quickly you put your answer in. So LockerBet is doing something a little innovative this season, which I just got an email about the other day, and I would love to see if you guys are interested in doing this, and maybe we create our own league for LockerBet. I know a lot of you in here are Team iPhone. You guys know I'm not, but I would think that maybe we can do something where we can have our own league. We can do a Raider Nation locker league and have you guys all involved and jump in on the fun with this. Now, we can set this up where I can create. I would obviously be the commissioner. I can set up the amount to enter. I think there's no really end of a deadline for you to enter. And then we just go how the season goes during our games. You guys would be able to do those picks and be in pretty much it's an interactive game during the games while we do the lives. So if you guys are interested in that, absolutely, we can try to set something up as soon as possible. I'm going to look into more details. I'm going to reach out to the guy that pretty much gave us that opportunity when we did the live stream and had the locker bet. If you guys remember, we had the game on the screen for you guys to see and interact with as well. So it was pretty fun. If you guys are interested, I'll absolutely try to set something up, but you guys have to let me know in the chat if you guys are interested in it. Team Droid here. There you go. So is the what are we talking about? Ben Bad, what are we talking about, bro? That explains why Mac's nose is bleeding in the locker room interview. Yep. It ripped off his helmet, threw his helmet. Like, damn. Forest Widow, we waived Anthony Brown. Let's go. Also, good luck to him, though he just, yeah. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Lacey Coleman, what's good? Yeah, it is what it is. Like, again, we saw what he did or what he didn't do. And again, the stats speak for itself. And I just went over them. 1 for 3 for 24 yards. Sacked 3 times for a loss of 19. And the rating, I believe, if I remember correctly, is 62.3. That's not a good look, dude. Obviously, you're not ready. No disrespect. It's not an insult. It's just a fact of life. So we move on. You see, we signed him a couple of days ago. We signed Nathan Peterman. Again, I'm not sure how this is going to go as it pertains to the second half tomorrow night. Are we going to see Peterman in the fourth quarter and have Carter out there for the third quarter? Don't know yet. We shall see once it gets there. Jimenez Video Productions was good. Ben Bad, grassroots broadcasts with the other teams in the conference hosted by. Oh, okay. Got you, Ben. I got you. Damn, come on, man. Just, show our Raider brother love, and that's all that matters. Go in there, and you know how we do. If I'm a guest on another content creator's shows, you know what we do. We black out that chat. Do the same thing when he's doing that roundtable. I think it's dope that he's doing something like that. Like, I'm trying to get some things together. I had somebody that I wanted to have on here to talk about this matchup tomorrow, but I guess I dropped the ball on it because I didn't have the opportunity to send one simple message like, yo, you good? What's good? Let's do this. So it is what it is. Let's see. Carter Bradley needs a fair chance. Robles, that's why I'm saying, salute to Laney, was good. That's why I'm saying right now, it's like, is Carter Bradley going to be the one to get the reps in the third quarter? And then you see Peterman, again, he was just signed a couple of days ago. Peterman will be there in the fourth quarter. He's pretty much playing catch up right now, but I think that having him, you're still looking at a quarterback battle, and that quarterback battle is most likely emergency backup, which I think Peterman probably would win out. We have to see. I'm hoping the Cowboys play a lot of man-to-man. I want to see our receivers' ability to create separation. 10 Commandments, I like that. I definitely like that, and we shall see. I keep forgetting to not keep up the chat, like keep up the highlight as long. I'm still trying to get used to using this again. And again, I'm going to make myself go cross-eyed because I have the YouTube chat above me and I don't need it right now. I don't know why I keep looking up. I don't need it. Like, you guys are right here on this screen. I could even put the chat on the screen for you guys to see right now. I don't know how it's going to look with how I have this set up, but fuck it. Let's try it. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like this or not. If not, I'll take it right back off. This actually doesn't look too bad though. And you know what to expect tomorrow when we do the live. Like, I'll bring that up in a second, but I think a different background would actually be better with this. But this actually looks kind of dope. Big Surge, what's good, bro? What's happening? 909 in the house. Nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. I was actually going to get rid of this the other day. I was totally about to cut it all off and go back to normalcy, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Is Taino in here? Hey, bro, we need pictures. No Diddy. We need you were at the practice, right? We need pictures, bro. We need pictures. Come on. Pull on up. About to check out the strip 108 in Vegas. That's right. You're still in Vegas. So there you go. There you go. Enjoy, man. Enjoy it. Be safe. I hope you have a great time while you're out there. All right, so you guys do like it. All right, so you know what? We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Like I said, I still have some things I need to square away as it goes in terms of the production for tomorrow. We are scheduled. We are set up, but there's slight little things that we want to fix and have this being an amazing, how does Waste say it? A splendiferous occasion for tomorrow as we bring to you guys preseason week 3 Raiders and Cowboys. For me, as long as you don't use background music, we're good. Nah, I don't need to use background music. Taino, all right, bro. Appreciate you. Yo, check out shameless plug here, by the way. If you rented a car, check out Barcode Burger on East Flamingo Road and tell them Hammer sent you. Salute to Barcode. Salute to Barcode Cody. Much love, my guy. DeMarcus, break them thumbs, hit that sub, talk that shit, my guy. My 2 cents, what's good? Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I love how we get the floating emojis back. Like, it's just a beautiful, I love it. Somebody put a football up there. I want to try something. Wasted word of the day. You know what? Let's use this one. I love this one.
You are about to be unceremoniously blocked.
Shout out to Wasted. Haven't figured out how the emojis get on the screen. Just put an emoji in and that's it. All you have to do is add an emoji in the chat and that's it. Somebody put a football up there. I got you. 14 to go. Let it be known, DeMarcus. Let it be known. 14 away. Again, we're on multiple platforms right now. If you want to be part of this conversation, come on over to YouTube. Raider Nation News Today on YouTube to be part of the conversation. Make sure those that are already in here, break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. Let's go, guys. I love the floating emojis. I think it's awesome. Cyan, what up, bro? Listen to the mods. Listen to the mods. They're the ones that hold it down. Put out the bat signal right now if you guys have to. Let's get more people in here. 151 in the chat. Again, we're slowly building back up to where we once were. I know it's been a long time, but we're here. We're having fun. You've heard the news that we've talked about so far. We're already in a half hour. We could even open up the vault line if you guys are down for that as well. I'm here for it. If y'all are here for it, let's do it. Let's see if I'm missing anything right here. I don't think we are at the moment. Check this. Not the one I was looking for. DeMarcus said he'll be at the Cowboys game. That's dope, bro. I'm jealous. I'm super jealous. I wish I could have been in Vegas this week. Seeing like a lot of our guys, Mullen, Joe Morley, Fitz, Goat 209 was out there as well. Like a lot of the nation that people I've built relationships with were all out there having a great time at the open practice. It definitely broke my heart not to be out there. If things work out, then eventually at some point this season, I will be out in Vegas. Even if it's one game, it'll still be something important to me. Omni, what's good, bro? Eduardo, what's good? I see a lot of people coming in here right now. The 805 Raider. Matt Arnold, thank you. I appreciate you. Lacey said I'm excited for this season. I don't think I'm missing anybody else in here right now. I appreciate everybody that's pulled on up. Again, 149 in here. Let's run this shit up. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's see. Not what I was looking for, but it is what it is. Big Sir said the autumn wind out the house was good, bro. Was good. Y'all guys want to open it up? No Diddy. Vault line? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Vault line? Yes or no? Oh, this is dead. Good job, Jeff. Let's do this. You putting it up there, so yeah. There you go. I could do that for the next half hour. No, I'm joking. Out the house. Yo, everybody. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Put confetti or some birthday gift boxes in the chat right now. Let's wish one of our fellow Raider Nation family out the house a happy, happy birthday. Many, many more. Run it up, run it up, run it up. You haven't heard my opinion on the new kickoff rules. So, I understand from the safety standpoint. I do believe it's very innovative. I really enjoy, I've enjoyed seeing it. I've only seen it a handful of times. The one thing, and I talked about this the other day as it pertained to us, Daniel Carlson had one that did not drop in the landing zone, and it's an automatic start out at the 40-yard line for the receiving team. Just got to clean that up. You can kick it in the back of the end zone. You start at the 30. Obviously, we don't want that. You can get it. You get it within that landing zone, and our guys come flying down there, make something happen with inside that 20. Yo, we're golden. I like it though. It's definitely a safety thing, and I get it. I'm good with it. Kickoffs, like I said, and I talked about this during the live the other day. Like the kickoffs was one of my things, especially in high school. The first high school I went to, our kickoff team was called Kamikaze. Had a bunch of crazy MFers that would run down there and make shit happen. Senior year, the second high school I went to, that kickoff was called Braveheart. And it's crazy because you think Braveheart, some people will think the Mel Gibson movie, right? Nah, we came out, they'd call Braveheart, and you would hear our teammates on the sideline, you would hear those on the stands doing the Made You Look, chanting out, screaming out, Braveheart. Good times, good times. Again, this is for more safety precautions, less concussions, less serious injuries. I get it. And this is where we're going moving forward as it pertains to football and them just trying to keep the players and pretty much keep their assets safe. That's it. They're trying to protect their assets to the best of their ability. That's what it is. Mark, what's good? McAllister hope makes the roster as a kick returner. McAllister had a pretty good job, or did a pretty good job in the game against the Vikings last week. The one person that I was very disappointed about, and it's not him specifically, but the juice box. Put those juice boxes in the chat. The juice box was the one that kind of just made me think, like, you're not utilizing him the right way yet. Like, this isn't a knock, but everybody has been giving Dylan Lowry a lot of praise over these last few weeks throughout training camp and everything. You have him out there with the 3s and the 4s, and he's getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. No. Let him get in with the 1s, with the 2s. Let's see what this man can do. You guys are giving him so much praise. Let's see what he can do with the 1s or the 2s, realistically. Dan, what's good, my guy? How you doing? What's up? Good to see you on. Troy, I appreciate you. Mark, what's good, my guy? Damn, I just came here for the booty bots. They don't come around no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Gardner, Aiden's dad, Minshew. I can't. Nah, we don't have booty bots in here. Nah. Y'all are wildin'. All right. Let's do this for a little bit. If you guys are up for it, and I will highlight it in the chat when it comes up. I do need to plug in No dead air, y'all. No dead air. Let me set this up the correct way for y'all. Nah, DeMarcus, you're 1,000% correct. You're 1,000% correct, and that's why I'm like disappointed that the juice box didn't really get to see what he was capable of. All that talk, all that praise. There you guys see it on the screen. Shout out to my bot. Let's turn this off. I think it is off. SeatGeek Vault Line 347-471-0361. Sound off. Tell me your guys' thoughts about tomorrow's game. Tell me how you feel about this battle. Again, tomorrow night ultimately is going to seal the fate of who our starting quarterback is going into the start of the 2024 season. So, guys, the number is right there if you want to call in and sound off. Again, Anthony Brown Jr. was waived by the Raiders about an hour and a half ago. Not a great performance against the Vikings, but again, when you had the third, fourth string not being able to hold their own either, you weren't going to succeed very much. So it is what it is. Do you think the pillow helmet? There's another name for it. I can't remember the name of it. I kind of call it the turtle shell. I don't know. I wouldn't object to it. Honestly, like if it was me at this point, I probably would. Like I've told you guys the stories. I've told you guys like the concussions I've had. I probably would wear one. But I don't know. I've seen other players, even during the preseason games, they have worn them. We'll see. It's not something that people need to really try to. I know this is like coming from fans. Like they don't need to sit there and give a hard time to the players that are trying to protect themselves. And you've had people that have like had their jokes about people wearing them. I'm just like, it's really nothing to laugh about. Like concussions are no joke. Holy shit. We got a whole bunch of juice boxes. The Guardian cap. Thank you. Thank you, Gardner, aka Aiden's dad. I think you got to spell Aiden right though. We got to change that, bro. I thought it was AIDEN. But just for that, because you have that.
Hey, yo.
I still think that he's going to be the starter come week 1, but we'll find out tomorrow. And again, I'm not saying that they're going to announce this directly after the game in AP's presser. Give it some time. We will hear something within the day or two after. We do know like the game is tomorrow night, so be in store for an Antonio Pierce press conference Sunday. I apologize, even though this right here isn't for me to apologize about. You saw the presser he did last Sunday, and it was pretty much a Zoom press conference. Dude, don't be that close to the window. That was me trying to adjust. It was a nightmare, and I'm just like, I don't get this right now. Like, I'm trying to fix it, and I'm like, there's nothing for me to fix. Like, they're doing this from a hotel room. Like, there's nothing I can do to adjust this. It is what it is. What's your first impression on the first offense run with O'Connell? Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. It was okay. We all, and I think a lot of people in the chat can agree when I say this, we definitely could have used, we could have seen a little bit more of O'Connell out there for more than just one series. I do believe, or not believe, but I think this is my thought as it stands come tomorrow night. Like, we need to see both of them get the fair shake with the first team. If that means a quarter and them splitting the quarter, or a quarter and a half and them splitting that quarter and a half, but it's only right that they both get the reps with the first team to really evaluate and see which one has the better arm, which one was more accurate, which one was more successful in pressure situations. Like, a lot of those things need to be taken into consideration to truly evaluate. Like, the report was out there the other day that AP had to take out Max Crosby on several occasions during practice, because we know what a dog he is. Him putting that pressure on either one of those guys you really weren't able to really get a full assessment of either one of them when you have Max Crosby running down your throat. So no Diddy. So like I said, all I want to see is a fair shot between the two of them tomorrow. I really do. I think it's only fair. Like, this was the one position I've constantly said for the last few months that I've been most nervous about going into this season. Again, O'Connell going into his second year, a new offense already, which is fine. This offensive scheme is a lot easier to learn under Luke Getsy than it was trying to learn Mandarin from Josh McDaniels and company. So, and at the same time, AP is giving him that fair shot. He really wasn't given that fair shot last year. And last year during the preseason, a lot of you in here, and you can't tell me otherwise, a lot of you were very impressed with how O'Connell looked throughout the preseason. Regular season came, oh, he's the emergency backup. Because Josh McDumbass didn't think that he was ready. Wanted to prove his point, game 4 against the Chargers, decides to throw him in when Garoppolo went down, when you had him as an emergency backup the first 3 weeks. Got sacked 6, 7 times by Khalil Mack by himself. Sophomore year, full training camp, new coaching staff, new offensive scheme, time to develop. The coaching staff that you have a lot of veterans, a lot of coaches with a shit ton of experience. He was in the weight room. He was working on his arm, learning, working on the pocket presence. O'Connell's going to be fine. Am I sitting here saying, oh, this one's going to get it, that one's going to get it? If it's the quarterback that's going to help this team succeed best, if this is the quarterback that you're 110% positive is going to be the quarterback that gets you wins, I don't give a flying who it is. As long as they help this team win, as long as this offense produces, as long as this team is scoring 24 plus points on average a game, I don't care who it is. I don't. But again, going into this, who was getting the first team reps? Before the start of training camp, who was getting the reps? Who was named as not a definite starter, but Sanjeev said ball placement is overrated. Ball placement in terms of what, 10? Raider Felon said, I believe the decision is already made. I think they're going to go through tomorrow night. I do. I think tomorrow night is when they're fully going to evaluate both of these guys the right way and be like, this is our starter. I am most confident in this guy. Doesn't matter to me. We know the colors I bleed. We know the team that I rep. I know the team that y'all rep. It should not matter. And I guarantee you, there is going to be people that are going to go into the Raiders chat whenever it's announced and just start with the trolling and just diarrhea of the mouth, diarrhea of the fingers. Oh, we're going to suck again, da-da-da-da-da. I hope that none of you guys that are in this chat right now, we have 175 in here on various platforms. I don't know how many are on YouTube. Somebody let me know, please. But I'm hoping that none of you are those guys to throw those fits. Oh, it should have been Minshew. Oh, it should have been O'Connell. Like, that right there causes a divide within the fan base. We don't need that energy, y'all. This is a new era. This is the old school Raider way. I don't want to see it. I'm telling you now, I do not want to see it. If I'm live and they have announced who the starting quarterback is, I'm telling you now, if y'all are going to have that negative energy, I'm going to just ignore whatever I see from the chat from those people. I might even have mods put you in temporary timeout because the divide is one thing I fucking hate. I've been trying not to curse as much, but yeah, I Hate it. QB passing to receivers. On odds, we signed Telesco's favorite, Easton Stick, once he's cut. Oh, hell no. Hell, yo, show, please don't. Don't even put that in the universe, my guy. QB to receivers. Ball placement is not overrated. It's not. And like you heard what you heard Tucker in the presser the other day. Tay pretty much spilled the tea. Tucker got LASIK surgery and he feels a hell of a lot more better and a lot more confident stepping on the field as a receiver. Ball placement does play a role, and ball placement plays a crucial role in certain situations against certain defenders. You can't say it's not important. It's absolutely important. It is definitely not overrated. Stop it. 134, okay. Hell no, if you win, you win. Just win, baby. Hated by society, talk that shit. 14, y'all. 14. Get 14 people in here. Let's get to 9K right now. We've already been on for 46 minutes. Come on, y'all. Raider Way is back. No more divide. Let's go. There we go. I'm really going to try not to use it. It's going to be hard, but no diddy. It's going to be very difficult to try not to use that word, but I'm really trying to clean it up a little bit. Dan, you know we don't talk about that. I'm not highlighting that, but I get what you're saying, my guy. Being able to see the ball helps. Absolutely. You know what's funny? In the presser the other day when Tay was at the podium, he was talking about a throw that was thrown to Jacoby Myers, and pretty much like Jacoby cut on it, and by the time he turned around, the ball was there. Like, you have to be prepared for things like that. So he made the play. Again, a lot of these guys made the offensive weapons that we have, the offensive specialists, the running backs, the tight ends, the receivers, they all played like they all contributed one way, shape, or form. And it was great to see that. Again, no Tay. Jacoby Myers did his thing. Trey Tucker did his thing. DJ. I can't do it more than once. DJ Turner. He hit him with the burners and got that touchdown. Brock Bowers. We saw what he was capable of doing. Mayer made some players. Zeus. Right now, he's being labeled as underrated. He's now going to be that lead back for us. 4 games last year he started. He rushed for over 100 yards in 2 of those 4 games, including 145 total yards versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas. Best Christmas present ever. He is an up-and-coming back. Year 1, I was incredibly nervous, and those that have been watching this is year 4 now, but those that have been watching, as long as I've been doing this, y'all heard my sentiments as it pertained to Zeus in year 1. His vision scared the shit out of me because I felt that there was no vision. There was a huge lack of vision. Stepped up. He developed. Did a solid job last year in those 4 games that he started in the absence of now Green Bay Packer Josh Jacobs. Sleep on us all you want. That goes to every single media outlet. I don't care who you are. Sleep on us all you want. We can sit back and have our rally cry, why not us? You know the one that I've had 2 out of the 4 years I've been doing this. That one when we had the wild card run. Last year when we could have snuck in as a wild card team with all the distractions, all the changes that happened. We can keep that rally cry going on until we hit that mountaintop. And that's going to be your adversity. I'm here for it. Brock Bowers looked good in first NFL game and can't wait to see more when the season starts. Talk that shit. Attack with 2 playbooks, start both QBs. Unemployed, this attitude made my mood elevate. What the hell? Taylor Heineke and Malik Willis are on the trading block. Would you trade for him? Not at the moment, I wouldn't. And apparently there was a report out there, and I know this is probably some clickbaity bullshit, but with the loss of J.J. McCarthy for the season due to the knee injury, that the Vikings were showing interest in trying to trade for Derek Carr. Yeah, okay. Armando! What's good, my guy? We want us underestimated every day. Talk that shit. I've said it. We will forever be public enemy number one until we punch somebody in the mouth and prove wrong otherwise. So there it is. Just not number 13, please. That was blah. I got a question for those in the chat right now. Has anybody heard anything on Hunter Renfrow? Is he on a team yet, or is he still a free agent? I know the other guy that we released, Jimmy Garoppolo, there's a good chance he's not making the Rams roster. I saw a video of him throwing an interception in practice last week. I have a feeling he's getting cut real soon. Tired of the hype. Raiders got to go and prove it. Talk is cheap. We'll soon find out. There you go. There you go. I'm here for it. Shout out to the 202 on whatever platform y'all are on, and we are 12, count it, 12 away from 9K. Let's run this shit up. We have been on for 51 minutes. I think we'll close it out when we get close to the hour. I did have the vault line open. Nobody seemed to call in. It's all good. I don't feel any type of way, but I do that to interact with you guys. Tino sent a whole bunch of pictures from the practice the other day. That's dope. I'm glad he was able to be out there, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be out there, my guy. Oh, I just did it. I just messed up. I messed up, and I'm doing it again. I'm using the wrong chat highlight. I'm sorry. Oh, this is so annoying. He's still a free agent. Shout out to Josh McDaniels on ruining a really good slot receiver's career, man. That's crazy. Absolutely does, and I said that before. Seems like Derek Carr would have a no trade clause again. I couldn't see him playing in Minnesota. That would be incredibly weird. He said Renfrow working at Staples. Chad was good. He definitely was, but this was the thing, and I stated this in the past. McDaniels is a guy that definitely was a dictator. And you could do the slightest, like one little thing that he didn't like, and it was over for you. So y'all remember that China route, right? The one thing that McDaniels did not like about Hunter Renfrow's style of play is he would improv the routes a lot, and that pissed him off. What's funny is you gave him a bag. You gave Waller a bag. You gave Carr a bag. Where are all three of those guys right now? He set this team back, y'all. Whether it's crazy for me to say it and maybe somebody not agree, he set the team back with all that shit that he did. All that money could have been used for something else if you knew that you weren't going to keep those guys around. You had language in the contract that you were able to get Carr out of here after year one of that new contract. Waller, he went to the New York Football Giants, played a season, not even a full season, because he can't seem to keep his hamstrings healthy if his life depended on it. He retired. Renfrow, bagging groceries right now. Make that make sense. I'm telling you, he didn't bury. He might have buried their careers in a sense. Again, Waller's retired. Renfrow is bagging groceries. He set the team back, though, with spending money like that and spending money for the wrong reasons. If there were other guys that were there that were of more value and better caliber players than those, you could have used money on free agents then, as opposed to blowing money on those three guys. If I'm lying, I'm dying. McDaniel made the whole squad set back 3 years, basically. Thank you. McDummy was an NFL Mafia Trojan horse. Hold up. Cue this one up for that one. Make that shit make sense. Waller and Renfro at home and Carr getting death threats in New Orleans. Like, Zeus is going to cook. His confidence is growing. And I talked about that before, Daniel. I'm not sure how long you were in here for, but there was a list that came out from a reporter from CBS Sports the other day with like the top 10 NFL duos, and the duos, trios, and the trios included a running back and 2 receivers. We were not in that top 10. And the reason that they're saying that we were not in that top 10 is because of Zeus. Now, again, I do believe he is an up and coming star running back. His potential is going to be untapped this coming season, and you can take that to the bank. He's developed over these first 2 years. That lack of vision that was there year 1 doesn't seem to be the problem anymore. These reporters, I just can't, man. I can't. That's what made Renfro so good. His ability to improvise. McD was yep. He absolutely was a clown. Waller spent his bag on studio time. Yep. He can't. What's your thoughts on the information about Ziegler wanting to move to 2 for Stroud? Pablo, it's going to be something that's constantly going to bother me for years to come, especially with what I saw out of CJ Stroud last year, what he's done for the Houston Texans franchise. And I've said this, I've been openly honest about this when I've said it. What that front office is doing right now, what that organization is doing right now, they pretty much have what you would potentially call, it depends on how far they go this year, they're kind of setting up the new blueprint for success in the NFL. You have a quarterback that is on a rookie deal, and you've built up the rest of the guys around him. Like, it's scary. You have Steph Diggs right now. They adjusted his contract to where he's set to be a free agent after this season. All the other guys that they brought around them, around CJ Stroud, that is, they're definitely winning the South. I'll put money on that right now. They're winning the South. No doubt in my mind. Buffalo's already dealing with injuries. I think Milano tore a tricep the other day. Ed Oliver left the game last week after a knee injury, but I'm hearing it's not too serious. They're going to be, Houston's going to be a fucking problem this year. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Ziegler was mostly fine, just had crappy friends. We could have had CJ Stroud. And it's like when I see something like that in a chat, it makes me want to just throw my head through one of these screens right now. We could have had CJ Stroud. Hold on. I'm trying to think the best one to use. And I don't think there really is one. I don't know. This might honestly be the best one to use as it pertains to us, our former GM, wanting to have CJ Stroud and McDaniels pretty much objecting to it. Like, this is my reaction every time I hear it now. And it's like, don't you wish he was here? Like, fuck! This is what it is. Bro gets me mad. I'm trying to laugh, but damn, so many moves nobody would do in Madden franchise. Yo, you crazy for that. Big Surge from the 909. I seen him play a Rancho Cucamonga. Sad face, Stroud with, I'm done. It is what it is, man. It's really shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? At least we don't have McDaniels here anymore. Thank God. All right. What do you think the score will be with the Cowboys? You know what's funny? Let's talk about that real quick. Let me see if there's anything to actually talk about as it pertains to them. Let's see if there's anything for us to really look up. Uh-oh. Dak says good things happening in deal, so he might be getting that extension that everybody's looking to see him get. Cowboys swing trade for Giants defensive lineman Jordan Phillips. And here's a report that broke a couple hours ago, so there's a little something to talk about. Hold on. The Cowboys met with representatives for CeeDee Lamb. It looks like they're going to try to go 2-for-1 and get at least those two contracts done as quickly as possible. Micah Parsons is another guy that's going to be up for a contract soon as well. Let's talk the game. Hell yeah, AP is not playing. Peterson play one snap and go smile rest of the game. McDaniels was the worst coach since Art Shell 2.0 with the bed and breakfast offense. Both those seasons hurt my damn, bro. Maybe we could get Lord Buddy Bear. I'm going to address this. Salute, Adam. What's good, bro? Those in the chat, who's my college football team? Anybody, just answer it in the chat. Who's my college football team? Waiting. I'm waiting. I said I'm waiting, damn it. Nobody? Bueller? We're going off track right now. Because I want to answer this question. Y'all should be able to actually answer this question just by looking at the question itself. You guys should know the question I just said. Thank you. Texas quarterbacks, they have not been it for quite some time. Pretty much since Vince Young. Majority of these quarterbacks that have been drafted out of Texas have been backups. I would have to see exactly what Ewers does this season, barring any type of injury, to be like, oh yeah, he could be the starting quarterback. But I don't know as it goes with Ewers. No, hook him, baby, hook him. I don't know how I would feel about us drafting him. And you guys, like those that know, I'm a huge Texas fan. I was looking forward to this season seeing Arch Manning finally start. Yours came back because he knew his draft stock had dropped when he went down with that shoulder injury. So we'll see. I don't think Ewers would be that guy. I don't. And it's no disrespect. I do like the Ducks as well, 2 cents. 12 away, y'all. Desert put it up. Salute to the 2-time champ in the building. What is this? Oh, that's something I don't even need to... No, that's not. Uh-oh. There we go. I think, look, I'm going to put it this way. Now, this is no disrespect to any of y'all. It's too early to think that far ahead. Let's get through this season. First off, let's get through this season. Let's find out who the starting quarterback is going to be come week 1 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Y'all are already thinking to April of 2025. We haven't even played week 1 against the Chargers. Pump the brakes. Play this out and let's see what the hell happens. Let's see who the starting quarterback is going to be come week 1. Let's get through the regular season and see where we're at come season's end. But we are thinking way too far ahead right now. Salute on that last sub. I don't know who it was because I don't have the notification for it. Appreciate you though. 11 deuce from 9K. Let's get thank you. What are your thoughts on Texas entering the SEC this year? Oops, I keep doing that. Hold on. Go back. Promising. who is not at Alabama anymore. Promising. Looking forward to seeing the competition in the SEC. I'm 1,000% here for it. Never thought I would say, oh, I love the SEC. Now my Longhorns are in there. I'm looking forward to seeing the competition in the SEC this year. Absolutely. Facts, give it a couple of weeks into the regular season. Tell them, Laney, tell them. Main focus is the first half. I know this defense will get better in the third and fourth quarter of games. I'm evaluating our first string offense. Who is going to lead us? Thrilled. That's what we're trying to find out. 9 more. 9 more. I don't know. Well, yeah, whatever. Nope. I hate this. 9 more. Yo, I'm bugging right now. Was texting, forgot to sub. Yeah, I can't with you. Let's run it up, y'all. Let's run it up. We have 204. I don't know how many are actually on YouTube right now. Again, we're on other platforms. We're on X. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. Come on over to YouTube, Raider Nation News Today. Run it up, y'all. This is a milestone that should have happened. I know woulda, coulda, shoulda. This should have been done months ago. Let's get to it before I end this tonight. And then we'll have fun. Live play-by-play tomorrow, Cowboys, Raiders, and we'll have fun celebrating another milestone in the books. Salute to my neighbor from across the pond, Martin. What up? Should we start Lil Ass Boy due to Mac? Raider Kev, are you talking about because of what happened in the first matchup for O'Connell in his first start last year against the Chargers? Is that why you're asking that? 147 on YouTube, y'all. Those new in here, don't be shy. Don't be scared. Say it all the time. This is family in this chat. Come be a part of the family and hit that subscribe button. Minshew mustache rides all around. He looks like a Raider. From Stockton. Okay. Salute. Oh, yeah. You guys just saw it on the bottom of the screen. This was talks over the last couple of days that Colin Kaepernick was potentially going to be a part of Jim. Is it Jim or John? John Harbaugh's. Jim Harbaugh's coaching staff with the Chargers. Nope. Not happening. He's still pissed at the NFL, and you saw the presser. He wants to be part of the flag team for the 2028 Olympics. He's not going to be on a coaching staff. He wants a fair chance. He's still ready. He's training every day. Is what it is at this point. 6, y'all. 6. Sucks I'm going to miss a game going to a wedding. Enjoy the wedding, man. You know what's funny? I came back from a wedding and was at the airport for that Bears game, and I was so pissed at the airport. There is chemistry with O'Connell's to add. Yeah. And chemistry, for those that are science people, I wasn't. Apparently chemistry is a good thing, right? I'm dumb. I know. 6 more, y'all. John S., he said 147 on YouTube. Appreciate you, my guy. Because Colin wants to play QB, he won't coach. Yep. Look, cut Easton's stick and make him the backup to Justin Herbert. He won't do that. That's probably something that should not have been put in the atmosphere, but it is what it is. I want to see if there's anything else that any of our writers, reporters had anything to say today. I'm going to look through these too. I'm going to check out Vic in a second. So here's some news that broke 2 hours ago. This was on the Raiders Twitter, and Levi Edwards reposted it. The family of Hall of Fame center Jim Otto, who passed away on May 19th, will light the Al Davis Memorial torch prior to the kickoff of Saturday's game against the Cowboys. That's dope. Anytime Alexander Madison makes a play this season, Paul will be obligated to tweet this line. What's your name, man? Alexander Madison. Oh my God. A video from yesterday's practice. JPJ getting in some work off to the side. Second training camp practice since returning from injury. Let him get the work in. Let him try to play catch up as quickly as possible. I want him out there come week one, but I'm not sure how legit that's going to be for him. Yeah, Kev, but different season, new system, new coaching staff. Had plenty of time to develop this throughout the offseason. That's why I don't care. And no disrespect. I'm assuming you just came in, but I said it before. I don't care who they name the starter, as long as they have the most confidence that that starter is the one that's going to help us succeed the most, that's going to help us win games on a regular basis, that's going to help put up 24 points or more a game. I don't care. It can be O'Connell. It can be Minshew. I don't care. As long as we follow these three simple words, just win, baby. That's it. Yes. 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific time, just before kickoff. We will be live. Y'all know what it is. Make sure to pull on up. New hole everything. There you go. How many sacks in the second game against the Chokers? Oh, yeah, we blew their doors off. Get him! Aiden O'Connell should get his payback on the Bolts. Hoping it's... That'll be great because we already know SoFi is going to be blacked out. Wildcard Raiders, that's who we are. I see us making the wild card, but the one thing that I'm most nervous about as well is that AFC North, because a lot of people are projecting 4 teams from that division to make the playoffs. I wanted to do a parlay bet for the teams I think are going to win the division. I do not want to touch the AFC North. Nope. Hell no. Remember Christmas Day? Yo, best Christmas present ever. That was the best Christmas present ever. Do you see QB1 and QB2 swapping plays like Carr and Mariota used to? Didn't that one happen one time? Mariota got injured on the very first play. I don't know. It's tough to see. Again, AP has said it. They have 2 completely different styles as quarterbacks. I don't know. We're going to win the division, boys. Thrill, talk that shit. 6 away, y'all. 6 away with 218 in the chat. Again, no idea how many are on YouTube, but those that are on the other platforms, come on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Those that haven't already that are in here, break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. Let's go. 6 more, y'all. 6 more. See, I don't think I'm missing anything right now. I think we're pretty much caught up. Aiden was fine in game 2 versus Chargers. Not concerned about him in year 2. Pete won't be at left tackle in the regular season. That's a fact. 144 on the tube. That is you. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. So the other, I can't do math. So whatever's left of the 144 on all of the platforms, come on over to YouTube. It's probably Facebook. It's probably X. And I messed up when I set it up on X. I didn't hashtag Raiders. There probably could have been more over there. Raider promos are awesome, especially with AP talking that shit. Too hype. I just need this damn season to start. Serge, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. And again, I'm so disappointed I didn't have the I wasn't able to be out there for the open practice last week, or this past week, rather. It was 2 days ago, whatever. But look, an hour and 15, we covered a lot. I did have the vault line open. Nobody wanted to call in, so that is what it is. Donkeys and Chargers have a lot going on, too. We ain't that bad. Look, the Donkeys have not beat the Las Vegas Raiders. I want that to continue. Point blank period. I want that to continue. I heard that Herbert is out of the walking boot. Shout out to Jake and those that have been watching me as long as I've been doing this. Y'all know who Jake is. But yeah, he's out of the walking boot, so he might be close to being ready for week 1, apparently. Don't really care. I've said this a couple of times, and I got people that are getting butthurt over it. I'm looking at that dude is Rivers 2.0 and still has not gotten his team into the playoffs, so I'm not concerned at all. Those dudes can never stay healthy if their life depended on it. I'm not concerned. I don't care that they have a new head coach. I don't. No matter who is at QB, should be decent. Too much talent around 2 stud tight ends is impossible to stop. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm loving the 2-headed monster with Mayer and Brock. I'm gonna have to find a sound clip of Paul Heyman doing it so I can use it and not kill my voice. Jack Jones, Spillane, Max, Christian, Adam Butler, Kuntz, all are going to have a great year. You're forgetting somebody in there, Thrill. Pablo, what's good? Appreciate you. You're missing somebody in that. We want the chokers at 100%, no excuses. Oh, yeah, that link, I believe, is pinned to the top. If you guys want to become a member, y'all know what it is, and it's the best way to support this channel. Saturday has the Raiders playing, and there's a good fight, too. Not surprised. 6 more, y'all, 6 more. Actually, I want to take a look at the matchup just to get a quick update on something. Let me pull up Gamecast and see where they're at. Earl Bostic, their offensive tackle, he's out. He's not expected to return until week 1. Brandon Cooks is questionable. Linebacker Damone Clark, he's questionable. Linebacker DeMarvion Overshawn, he's questionable for tomorrow. Colton Miller is showing his status. He's still on the PUP list. Jeff Foreman, the receiver, he's questionable. That's the latest right now as it pertains to this matchup. And then the game odds. Over under 38.5. The spread is at plus 6.5 for Dallas. Over under total, like I said, 38.5. Money line is plus 250 for the Raiders. Open minus 6.5. Minus 6.5 on the spread, under 38.5, and minus 300. So that is the game odds for this matchup. And again, you just heard who they have out for both teams as of right now. Raiders defense will be the road warriors of the AFC this season. Max Crosby leading the charge. I can't wait. Me either. Cannot wait. Speaking of Rivers, have you seen the video of Rivers' son playing QB? No, I haven't. How old? I know he's got like 20 kids. How old is this kid and where is he playing? Is he playing college ball? Is this like middle school, high school? I'm looking in that corner again. And do it this way too. 3 more, y'all. Come on. 3 more. I'm sorry, 6 more. Jesus Christ. Long day. Long day. 6 more, y'all. 6 more. Let's go. The whole defense is going to have a great year. I just don't like the fact that you excluded Tyree. Are we still on that right now? Are we still on this? He's a bust? Like, no Diddy. Are we? Because I'm telling you now, I'm not. And I said what I said a couple of months back as it pertained to him in year 2. Free thinker, all I'm going to say to you for that comment is pray for me. I'm dead serious when I say that to you right now. Pray for me. Oh my! All right, Rob. You sound. I love you, bro, but please don't do that. I know. Yo, salute to my nephew because I watched the video this afternoon and holy shit! My instant response was I am so incredibly proud of him, and I said keep up the great work, coach. Like. Little man did his Dougie, man. Like, I'm so incredibly proud of him. That was things can only go up. Things can only go up. Jury's still out. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Daniel said Tyree is going to be fine, just needs time. There you go. So you guys are on the same page. Plantar fascia will affect Herbert throughout the season, especially week one. And Carlos, I just mentioned it. I spoke to my boy Jake earlier, and he said that Herbert is now out of the walking boot. So we'll see. I won't hold my breath. But again, those guys cannot stay healthy if their life depended on it. So I'm not overly concerned. He just needs to get off the ball a little quicker. He is a beast, but those other D linemen will cook. Okay, Thrill. AC said, come on, people. Sub up so Hammer gets to his mark. There you go. Bro, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Trust me, you and I are going to talk later. I'm really trying to stop. I really am. Come on, people. Sub up. Yep. There we go. I keep forgetting. So the way we had this set up, and I'm going to try to remind myself tomorrow to keep the one screen on the right completely off or something else, because I keep looking at it and it's something that I don't need to necessarily look at right now, because everything that I'm seeing on that screen shows up on this screen in front of me anyway. So it is what it is. We've almost done an hour and a half and there's still 203 in here. L Rocket. Throw those ones up in the chat, y'all.
Acknowledge me.
We're about an hour away from SmackDown. I can't wait to see what happens tonight. But yeah, throw those ones up, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Your resident tribal chief of Raider Nation. Y'all know what it is. Help Hammer. He's a good man, Raider Nation. Thrill, I appreciate you. Thank you. 203. How many are in the YouTube chat, y'all? And again, those that are on the other platforms, come on over to YouTube. Like, this is where you can interact with the rest of Raider Nation. Did you take pictures with her and the Olympic medal? Free thinker, my cousin does not live in my area and has not in a very long time. Last time we saw each other was after the Olympics, actually. So that was like 2010. And it was like shit circumstances that we saw each other. But no, not the number one, this one. But we have been talking a lot. I had wished her a happy birthday a couple of weeks ago, and then she was in Paris. They had the allocation ceremony, and for those that didn't see, my cousin, I did show it during the live last week. She finally got her bronze medal as she competed in the 2008 Olympics women's long jump for Jamaica. So again, love you, Cuzzo. Incredibly proud of you. Long wait, but absolutely worth it. Love you. Incredibly proud of you. Anthony Brown Jr. was waived earlier today. Again, the matchup against the The matchup against the Vikings last week, 1 for 3, 24 yards, sacked 3 times for a loss of 19 yards and a rating of 62.3, if I remember correctly. I get it. You had the 3s and 4s out there, but you really didn't do anything. So, yeah, gone. I don't know if Julian, take a look at the what is it called? The thumbnail. The thumbnail has him front and center. That's what we're here for tonight. There we go. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave it alone. 5 more, y'all. 5 more. You know what? It's cool. We're approaching an hour and a half. We don't get there right now. We have a whole 3.5, maybe 4 hours tomorrow for this game. Cowboys, Raiders at Allegiant. You guys see Allegiant behind me. We will be live for it. Like I said, I have to finalize a couple of things, but yeah, my take said Brown didn't really throw the ball. Wonder why we talked about it during the game. And me and Graf were just like, yeah, what the hell is going on? Especially like They wanted to run the ball thinking that was going to help them eat up clock. And it really didn't, because they were getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage time and time and time again. They really and weren't letting the clock run. They weren't letting the play clock run to take off more time either. So, yeah, no. Like, it is what it is. That was their play calling, but I said this as well because people had their different opinions in regards to the offense and the defense, especially not our starting offense, but the third, the fourth stringers. Excuse me. Play calling, you're not going to see the entire playbook. It's preseason. You're not showing your hand right now. You keep it very simple, keep it very basic. What did JJ McCarthy said? That our defense was vanilla? Heal up, bro. See you next year. Not an insult, just a fact of life. Just for making that comment. Just for him making that comment, for him to have the unfortunate injury that he suffered with the torn meniscus.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah. Now Peterman signing makes sense now. My take, how so? I want to hear what you have to say about that. Rich, what's good? The defense is going to put our offense in a lot of good situations. I really hope so. I really hope so. And shout out to Elite, because she called in talking about Diablo again the other day, and it's like, this is year 4 for him, if I remember correctly. Can't have those mental breakdowns. Can't have those mental lapses at the linebacker position. Read, react. That's it. Read, react. Read, react. He's getting in his own way, and he's got to stop. You'll see a guy like Tommy Eichenberg run that spot. You'll see a guy like Luke Masterson run that spot. You can see Masterson and Spillane out there. He's got to get out of his own head. He's got to get out of his own way. Can't be too many drafted QBs who missed their entire rookie season. 2 takeaways a game. I like that. I like that. Frederick, Peterman a cam body, or is Peterman going to be a guy that is potentially the emergency backup? What do you think? Again, he just got signed a few days ago, so I don't expect to see a lot of him tomorrow. But I think it's potentially an emergency backup situation. Elite absolutely brings the heat. What's your take on Coach Dion? Are you talking about Coach Prime? Is that who you're talking about, Freethinker? I saw the signing of Peterman. I was saying who was getting cut. Who was getting cut. I'm sorry. Not saying Peterman is better. Okay. Like I said, when I saw the signing the other day, and I was like, we have 4 quarterbacks right now. And I just looked back and I'm thinking about last Saturday and I'm just like, yeah, Brown's gone. Brown's, he gone. So it is what it is. Peterman is a best third string emergency. So do you think that that's what potentially is going to happen come the 53-man roster? Do you think Peterman is going to be the emergency backup? Peterson is Eagles backup, gets his system. So if I remember correctly, and guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was Peterman on the Bears roster last year? He was, right? Yes or no? I'm trying to remember, but I'm pretty sure he was with the Bears, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. So, as we're talking about this, and I said, I'm not sure how I feel. Not how I feel, but how much time he's going to play. He might get a decent amount of time tomorrow night. Especially if it's stuff that gets, he's like, you remember this, right? You remember this. You know that. All right, so we're going to run that. Yeah, I think that's familiarity at its best last 2 seasons. Number 1, 2, 3. Thrill, no Diddy. Just joking. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna be. You're looking at a competition. You're looking at a competition right now for that emergency backup position. Then, when it comes to Peterman and Bradley, we'll see. I'm here. I think we've all been here for it in regards to the competition this offseason. So we'll see how it plays out over the next 2 weeks. We do have the Cowboys tomorrow. We have the 49ers next weekend. See how the rest of camp and these competitions go. And again, the O'Connell Minshew QB battle, there should be a named starter in the coming days. Like I said, I don't expect it to be right after the game tomorrow, but I think a couple of days after we will hear something. And when the news is broken, I'm going to try my best to be on. I'm pretty sure Antonio Pierce is going to have a press conference Sunday afternoon like he did last week. Then you know how the rest of the pressers go throughout the week. And if I'm available, I'll do my best to get in front of this camera and bring you guys that content because I'm back, y'all. I'm back. He'll help the starters get the system a little better. It's only going to benefit the quarterback room. I like that. Peterman was on the team when they went to the playoffs. Going to learn a lot in tomorrow's game. Yeah, definitely. Minshew should start against the Cowboys tomorrow. Matt, it doesn't matter who's going to start. I want to see them get the equal amount of reps with the first team offense tomorrow. Would you sign Coach Prime's son? I didn't really watch a lot of them last year, especially they had a couple of good games to start. And then when they played some real teams, they were getting dog walked. I don't know. Free thinker, we're thinking April 2025. I'm concerned about who our starting quarterback is going to be come the start of week 1. I'm not thinking to the 2025 draft. Hell no. Way too early. Way too premature. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not. If I'm telling you now, this isn't a direct shot at anybody by any means, any way, shape, or form. But if you're looking already at April 25, if you're looking at the 2025 NFL draft, this is not your team. Sorry, not sorry. I'm focused on tomorrow. We get through tomorrow, I'll be focused on our next opponent in the 49ers. We get through that, I'm focused on getting through the rest of training camp healthy, fully healthy. We get past that, I'll be looking forward to week 1 at SoFi against the LA Chargers. That's it. Raul, you're bugging. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mark, I appreciate you. East Coast, what's good, bro? I'm still waiting for you to hit me up, bro. Still waiting. Waiting. Come on, man. Antonio Brown Jr. did this to himself. Facts. AOC started last game, Minshew second quarter. This game is reversed. We'll see. Damn, talking about next draft, haven't made it to week 1. Thank you, Daniel. What would you offer Brady? Not thinking about Brady. Because Brady's not coming out of retirement. I'm not thinking about that. Facts, those are the fans we want to please find another team. Yep. I think we'll draft a QB regardless. Again, I'm not thinking that far ahead. There's no need to think that far ahead right now. F that. Buddy Bear. I'm not thinking that far ahead. And if you do, I don't know. DA doesn't want a hospital ball from Uncle Rico. That's why he doesn't want to play Saturday. It's not up to him. You heard what AP said in the presser the other day. If you're healthy, you're playing. Got you, bro. Things are slowed down with life, so I'm back on at it this week. Be on. All right, sounds good, bro. I'd offer Brady a bag of chips. Let him sit down with his old ass. There you go. There you go. One day at a time, man. One day at a time. Let me check something real quick before we wrap it up. And I appreciate each and every single one of y'all that are in here. Like, y'all been rocking. I know we've been on, I think, almost 2 hours. I don't remember the last time I did 2 hours by myself. By myself. On the block. Holding it down. By myself. It's been a minute, but it feels good to be in here with you guys. And we've had a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. And I'm glad that you guys interact because it's so much easier to do these shows like this. We're on 1 hour and 36 minutes. I'm able to address what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm able to answer your questions. I'm able to ask you questions. You guys are able to answer them right back. So I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. DA's playing. JPJ was off to the side. Miller has yet to be taken off the pup, from what I understand. Munford had an injury earlier this week with a finger, but they said it was nothing serious. That's where we currently stand right now as it pertains to like the injuries and stuff. JPJ is playing catch up right now, but he's not doing full contact right now. Trap God, salute my guy. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Yeah, I probably just said it way too many times. 5 away from 9K. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. We won't wrap it up. On your way out, if you haven't already, break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation, for the nation, Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is back, but regardless if COVID is here or not, you should always remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till tomorrow night, y'all. 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific time, live. Raiders, Cowboys. We will be here, full scoreboard, all that fun stuff. Y'all know what it is. Am I missing anything? No. On my New York, as always, peace, love, and positivity. Till tomorrow, y'all. I'm outro.